Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a short video tutorial for one of Harford County Council of PTA's training programs. This is your shortened version, quick access version of our bylaws training that has been updated to include the process on how to switch from our current bylaws template to our new state PTA bylaws template. Okay, so tonight we are going to, I am going to share my screen on a couple of things here. As soon as I can get this out of my way. There we go. So bear with me. This is my first time trying to do a video tutorial of one of our training programs. So I am going to do my best, and hopefully future videos will be even better as we move forward. But because we need to share this information out in a timely manner, I wanted to do this video tutorial. So let's start at the beginning. Why do we need to approve our bylaws and switch from a template? As many of you know, our former entity, state PTA, no longer exists, which is what our current template is on. And we will need to be using our new current state PTA, which is called Free State PTA, their template. They have completed putting their template together. They have taken most of the information from the current template and put it into this new format. There have been some slight adjustments, but nothing that will impact on actually how we operate our local unit PTAs and PTSAs. Okay, so what we will need to do first, and I'm going to share my screen here for a second, and I'm going to show you what this new, oh, that's my screen there. Hold on, here we got to switch. Okay, here is our new template. It is, as you can see, it automatically starts looking the same. On the front cover, you will see all of the same information. You're going to take that information that is on your current front cover and transcribe it onto this new template. Your incorporation number that begins with a D is your state of Maryland ID number. Then you'll have your national PTA ID number, and then your employer identification number, also known as your EIN. And if you have a sales and use tax number, that should be on the front of your current bylaws as well, that you can put in there. Then you will write in that we are insured by AIM Insurance, AIM. And as you can see, the new template will have our current state PTA's information on there, their mailing address, and then their for office use only section that will mark when your local unit has approved your bylaws, when they have been approved by the state PTA, and when will be the next time that we need to renew our bylaws. So remember, all bylaws need to be renewed and updated and looked at a minimum of every 3 years. So at that time, you're going to go through and you'll scroll through, and as you can see, everything is still listed in here. The only sections that we as a local unit can change are these fill in the blank areas. So you're going to look at them, see if anything needs to be recommended to be changed, or if you're going to recommend that it all stays the same if you happen to be at the needing to update your bylaws now. If not, all we're going to do is you are going to transcribe everything exactly from your current template to this new one. And you can actually, because it is in a Word document, type in your correct information here. Remember, your full legal name is what the state of Maryland has you listed at. So don't put initials there. You need to spell out the name of your unit. The address belongs to the school. And that is where your PTA is located. And then this line will be if you have abbreviations that you use to reference the name of your unit. And then you'll want to read over and go through everything as usual here. I'm going to scroll down. So the next big section here, we talk about officers and their election. You're going to, again, just move the information that is from on your current bylaws onto this format, and you're going to fill in if you have 1 or 2 vice presidents, 1 or 2 secretaries. You're going to put in what month you have your elections and all of that information. So please just make sure when you're transferring all of the information that you go through, double check, match up all of the fill in the blank areas and complete them. Okay. And I'm going to scroll it down further. You know, all of the same sections are here. Duties of officers, information about your board of directors. And remember, there's some small hidden fill in the blanks here where you need to put how many days notice you are required to give before scheduling and promoting a meeting to your general membership for any of the meetings, or to your board of directors as well. So remember, there's sometimes there might be a fill in the blank area in a section that you can easily skim over. So please make sure they're all completed. Then it talks about the executive committee. And then we have regular committees. And then you have your general membership meetings information. This is an important section that you need to make sure you have completed. It will tell you how many general membership meetings you need to have throughout the course of your fiscal year, how many days notice, and most importantly, in section 5, what number constitutes a quorum for you to be able to conduct business at your membership meeting. Okay. Then we talk about council membership and the Free State Convention. And it also has a new section in here, electronic meetings and communication. Again, we should all be following the fiscal year that begins on July 1st and ends on June 30th. And we do use Robert's Rules of Order to run our meetings. Okay. Then down at the bottom, it is still the same. You will have your secretary sign this document once it's completed. You will put in, typically you put in your president for the point of contact in case there's any questions. And it ends with that. So everything is still basically the same as before. So please feel free to message me, email me or message me if you have any questions about any specific areas. All right. So once you have filled out this Word document, and if you need a copy of this, please comment on this video and one will be sent to you. We will also have it posted in our leaders group under the files link. Once you have it completed, please turn it into a PDF. And then once you have had your general membership vote on it to approve moving templates, switching templates, then you will take that PDF and you're going to email it to HCCPTA followed by Free State PTA. So that's the next process that we're going to talk about. So I am going to stop sharing for just a minute here so you can see me. And we're going to talk about the process of how to vote and when to vote. So if we really need to be able to give 30 days notice to your general membership that you will be voting on your bylaws and approving moving from the current bylaws template that is under the old state PTA name to the new state PTA bylaws template that is part of Free State PTA. All right, you give 30 days notice, and then at that meeting, your membership will you will share again why you're voting and what the reasoning is, and you will use Robert's rules to perform that vote. You will need someone to make a motion to approve the transferring of templates, and someone will need to second it, and then you will ask if there's any further discussion, and then you will finish with all in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? And then you'll know if your vote has passed or failed, or if that motion has passed or failed. All right. Now, an important note is that your secretary needs to be documenting this voting process in the minutes from that meeting. Okay. So in the minutes, you will need to state the name of the person who made the motion, the name of the person who seconded, and then you will state whether or not that motion passed unanimously, or if there were any opposing votes. Okay. This lets the state PTA know that everyone had an opportunity to have a voice in it and to ask questions before they voted. Free State PTA would like us to have this process done by June 1st, if at all possible. Obviously, if you can't get it done by June 1st, please still get it done as soon as you can after that. And try to utilize as much of the 30 days as you can in promoting and sharing that you will be having this vote during your last meetings. Okay. The next step after you've had your meeting, after your secretary has written up the minutes, you will then email a PDF of the new template that has been completed and filled out, as well as a copy of your draft minutes. They do not need to be approved yet. You will approve those minutes at your next meeting. We just need the copy of the minutes now. Send them to me, the second vice president of Harford County Council PTA, and I will look over it and help make sure that no blanks have been missed, that the wording in the minutes is correct and followed procedure and everything like that, so that we make sure we're documenting everything correctly. And then that allows us, HCCPTA, to have a copy of your bylaws on file, and then we will be able to forward them to Free State PTA. Now, the good news about Free State PTA is that we can actually upload a PDF of these new approved bylaws instead of the old way of having to snail mail a hard copy to them, and then you hope that everybody receives it, right? So now we are able to include and upload an electronic copy. Now, as we've stated many times before, one of the most important things to do is you always keep a copy for yourselves, and each of your executive officers at minimum should have a copy of these bylaws. But the secretary should definitely have a hard copy on file in their binder. And if you keep like a Google Drive type of file system for everything, make sure there's a copy in there. The goal is that we want to be able to find your bylaws, whether it's this current board that you're working with now or any future boards that need to find their bylaws, so that we can have the most updated and accurate information to help you with your running of your meetings and things like that. Okay. Now I'm going to show you. Here is our information on where to send it. And I am going to, let's see if I can get that. There we go. A little bit bigger there for you. As you can see, you can email secondvp@hccpta.org. or when it's time, after HCCPTA has looked over your bylaws in the minutes, then we will be using this email address here, secretary fspta@gmail.com, to send the electronic upload for final approval by the state PTA. Okay. And I'm going to also show this screen for you too. This is my information. You can also reach me at my email at laurapta@netscape.net. And if I'm not available to help you, I will refer you to one of the other HCCPTA board members to assist you. But please feel free to contact me at any point to if you need any help, if you would like assistance at your meeting with the process, and I'm available, I would be glad to attend as well. Now, the next and last topic that we're going to talk about real quick in this tutorial is the Delaware PTA consent form. And I am going to share my screen one more time, and I'm going to show you what that form looks like. Here we go. This is a form that also relates to the former entity, state PTA entity, that when that entity no longer it became active in being able to represent us and have all of our local units under their umbrella, their group exemption umbrella from the IRS. The problem arose when that our new state PTA, Free State PTA, has been created and approved by IRS, but IRS has put a hold right now on approving group exemptions, meaning we can't just automatically go under Free State PTA. So in a nice gesture of support, Delaware PTA has agreed to allow our local units to be able to be under their group exemption so that we can retain our nonprofit status by completing this form. And as you can see, it's very super easy. You click on the different spots, fill it out right there. You can sign it electronically or hand written. But the only stipulation is that the president of your unit needs to be the one to sign this. Okay. Once you have it signed, you're going to submit it to Free State PTA, and they will forward it to Delaware PTA. Then Delaware PTA will send you an email that's similar to this. This is just a copy of an email that one of our local units received, where as you can see, I have highlighted, it shows you which local unit they are approving as being under their group exemption umbrella. You need to keep a copy of this email, okay, along with, and I don't think I have that one up anymore, the PDF that they send you of their letter of determination from the IRS, saying that they have a group exemption. Okay. That other letter only talks about Delaware PTA and doesn't state which local unit they are approving. So please keep both the email and the PDF that they send you in your files, as you may need them. Okay. Let me check and see if there's anything else I need to share on this. I believe I've got all that done. So if there are any questions, please feel free to email me directly or comment on this video, and I will respond to you as quickly as I can. But time-wise, we have the bylaws template transfer needs to be approved by your general membership by June 1st. The Delaware PTA exempt form needs to be completed by May 15th. And don't forget, you have 2 days to complete your personal property form for the state of Maryland. That is due on April 15th. Okay, so on that note, we're going to end tonight's quick tutorial training, and please let me know if you would like other videos done, training possibilities, and we will do our best to try and accommodate that. Look forward to our next trainings that will be done virtually later on in May and over the summer. Okay. So thank you all for all that you are doing for your local units and for your schools that are supporting our students and staff in Hartford County in the public schools. Okay. So have a wonderful evening, and we will see you soon. Bye.